Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Ginny. Today, we dive into the warm and humid weather expected for the Lunar New Year celebrations in Hong Kong, with temperatures ranging from 13 to 18 degrees Celsius. A winter monsoon will bring cooler mornings, but don't worry, a strong easterly airstream is set to warm things up midweek. Next up, we turn our attention to the stock market, where Asian shares are showing mixed results after a significant sell-off in U.S. tech stocks, sparked by the emergence of a cost-effective AI model from the Chinese startup DeepSeek. While Japan's Nikkei took a dip, Hong Kong's Seng managed a slight rise, showcasing the dynamic nature of the market amidst ongoing tech rivalries. Lastly, we explore how Hong Kong could lead the way in instant payments with its dual-track system, yet faces hurdles like complex banking access. Experts suggest innovative measures to enhance the payment ecosystem, drawing inspiration from successful models abroad. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong is set to experience warm and humid weather during the Lunar New Year holiday, with temperatures expected to range from 13 to 18 degrees Celsius on the first day. The Hong Kong Observatory anticipates a significant shift in weather patterns midweek as a strong easterly airstream takes over, leading to cloudier skies and rising temperatures between 15 and 22 degrees from Thursday to Saturday. Although the festive period will be pleasantly warm, a winter monsoon will bring a drop in temperatures back to around 13 degrees early next week, reminding residents of the chilly winter air. In the world of finance, Associated Press highlights the mixed performance of Asian shares following a significant sell-off in U.S. tech stocks, particularly after the introduction of a Chinese AI competitor, DeepSeek. The Nikkei 225 index fell by 0.9%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng saw a slight increase of 0.2%. Notably, Nvidia stock plummeted by 16.9%, contributing to the S&P 500's 1.5% decline. DeepSeek's launch of an advanced language model has raised concerns about the future of the AI market, as it could potentially disrupt the dominance of major U.S. tech firms. The market is now bracing for upcoming earnings reports from tech giants like Apple and Microsoft, which could further influence stock performance. South China Morning Post also discusses Hong Kong's potential to lead in instant payment systems through its dual-track payment architecture, combining the Faster Payment System, FPS, and the Clearinghouse Automated Transfer System, CHATS. While this innovative setup positions Hong Kong favorably against slower systems like SWIFT, challenges remain, particularly in banking access and regulatory frameworks that hinder fintech growth. The article suggests that adopting measures similar to Singapore's multi-tier payment licensing and improving the efficiency of banking processes could help Hong Kong establish a comprehensive multi-currency instant payment ecosystem, enhancing its status as a global financial hub. South China Morning Post highlights the captivating debut exhibition of Korean artist Lee Jinju in Hong Kong, titled No Ground. Featuring 23 new pieces, Lee's work is a stunning blend of traditional East Asian painting techniques and contemporary themes, particularly evident in her black paintings. These pieces, characterized by their intricate details, reveal hidden narratives beneath a dark surface. Lee's artistic journey, rooted in her education at Seoul's Hongik University, showcases her commitment to portraying not just the external appearances but also the inner worlds of her subjects. Her latest creation, a 4-meter-long scroll painting, invites viewers to explore a snowy landscape filled with enigmatic figures, reflecting the contradictions of our reality. In another report, the South China Morning Post covers the positive movement in Hong Kong's stock market, which rose amidst a broader regional decline. The Hang Seng Index gained 0.2% as investors shifted focus from high-priced U.S. tech stocks to more affordable Chinese companies, following the success of the AI model developed by DeepSeek. This shift sparked a sell-off in U.S. tech stocks, with major companies like Nvidia and Micron experiencing significant losses. Despite some setbacks in the semiconductor sector, Hong Kong's market showed resilience, with notable gains from companies like Baidu and Tencent, as investors speculated about the future demand for high-end chips. The South China Morning Post also reports on the Asian Family Summit held in Hong Kong, which brought together over 700 delegates to discuss the crucial role of families in achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals. The summit emphasized the importance of family well-being in addressing global challenges such as poverty and gender equality. Under-Secretary General Li Junhua highlighted the need for effective family policies to foster social bonds and support systems. The event showcased collaborative efforts among government, civil society, and academia to create a family-oriented approach in policymaking. This includes addressing the unique challenges faced by families, particularly in light of aging populations and the impact of technology on social interactions, underscoring the need for inclusive strategies that empower families to articulate their needs. Nikkei Asia highlights the rising prominence of Xiaohongshu, or Red Note, a Chinese social media app that has gained significant traction amid the ongoing TikTok controversy in the US. As TikTok faces potential bans and sales, many users are flocking to Red Note, which offers a similar platform for sharing lifestyle content and shopping experiences. The podcast discusses how this shift in user interest reflects broader trends in social media and technology, emphasizing the competitive landscape between Chinese apps and their Western counterparts. The Guardian reports on a significant diplomatic development between India and China, as both nations have agreed to resume direct flights for the first time in nearly 5 years. This decision marks a thaw in relations that had been strained due to the COVID-19 pandemic and a deadly border clash in 2020. Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri's visit to Beijing signifies a renewed commitment to rebuilding trust and addressing outstanding economic issues, paving the way for improved ties between the two populous nations, which historically have been strategic rivals. According to the South China Morning Post, the potential for U.S. sanctions on Hong Kong judges could lead to Beijing taking over national security trials in the city. Priscilla Leung, a member of Hong Kong's Basic Law Committee, warned that if the U.S. advances such sanctions, it might render local courts incapable of handling complex cases, prompting a transfer to mainland jurisdiction. Observers express skepticism about the impact of these sanctions, noting that previous measures have had little effect on Hong Kong officials. The delicate balance of international relations and the implications for the rule of law in Hong Kong remain a critical concern amid escalating tensions between the U.S. and China. South China Morning Post, Hang Lung Properties is navigating through challenging consumer sentiment in Hong Kong and mainland China, aiming to stand out in a consolidating market. CEO Weber Lo emphasized the importance of enhancing the shopping experience by offering diverse choices and a better ambience for both tenants and shoppers. The company reported a 46% drop in its 2024 earnings, attributed to declining rental revenues and increased finance costs. To combat these trends, Hang Lung is strategically adjusting tenant mixes, as seen in their recent collaboration with the Grand Hyatt in Kunming, which complements its retail and office spaces. Lo believes that creating a holistic experience for customers, where shopping, dining, and accommodation coexist, is essential to attracting visitors, especially from mainland China, who seek affordable yet enjoyable experiences. SCMP opinion, the perils of seeking the perfect travel photo have been starkly highlighted by a tragic incident in Japan, where a Hong Kong woman lost her life while taking pictures on railway tracks. This cautionary tale serves as a reminder of the risks associated with the pursuit of Instagrammable moments in unfamiliar environments. The article reflects on the growing trend of tourists disregarding safety rules in favor of capturing the ideal shot, often leading to accidents. With numerous documented cases of selfie-related injuries and fatalities, the piece urges travelers to prioritize their safety over social media validation. It calls for common sense and adherence to local regulations, emphasizing that no photo is worth risking one's life. South China Morning Post: the Chinese women's rugby sevens team is on an upward trajectory, with the potential to challenge established powerhouses like New Zealand and Australia, according to Alicia Lucas, a gold medalist from the 2016 Olympics. Despite being a non-traditional rugby nation, Lucas praises China's athletes for their rapid development and structured training methods. After a strong performance in the HSBC SVNS series, where they achieved 17 consecutive victories, Lucas believes that with more funding and support, China can elevate its game further. She recounts her own journey in rugby and the evolution of women's participation in the sport, expressing excitement about the growth and future of rugby sevens in Hong Kong, especially with the upcoming tournament at the Nikkei Tak Sports Park. South China Morning Post reports that the Year of the Snake is expected to bring significant economic benefits to Hong Kong, driven by increased capital flows and a series of interest rate cuts. According to ANZ Banking Group's regional chief economist, Raymond Young, the city could see growth between 2.5 and 3%, thanks to measures from Beijing aimed at boosting capital markets. The People's Bank of China plans to allocate more assets to Hong Kong and expand the Bond Connect scheme, which will lead to greater financial activity. Young predicts a 15% increase in property transactions as lower interest rates make buying more attractive, while the anticipated influx of tourists, 40 million in the past year, will further invigorate the economy, despite potential challenges posed by U.S. tariffs under a returning Donald Trump. CBC highlights the experiences of Chinese Canadians during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, where many felt the brunt of confusion and hostility for their early precautions, such as wearing masks and avoiding crowds. Lily Wu and others in the Chinese-speaking communities took these measures seriously long before they became mainstream, which led to ridicule from some Canadians. Despite the negative reactions, they later found that their caution helped keep infection rates lower in areas like Richmond, British Columbia. This reflection on the early pandemic days reveals how experiences from past outbreaks, like SARS, influenced their proactive response, and many believe their actions ultimately benefited the broader community. SCMP Opinion discusses the festive spirit surrounding the Lunar New Year, emphasizing hope and prosperity as Hong Kong prepares to welcome the Year of the Snake. The city is set to celebrate with grand parades, fireworks, and cultural festivities, bringing a sense of joy after the challenges posed by the pandemic. Chief Executive John Lee Kok-yew anticipates a significant increase in tourist arrivals, particularly from the mainland, which will be vital for economic recovery. The article also touches on the broader context of U.S.-China relations and the qualities associated with the snake in Chinese culture, wisdom and agility, suggesting that these traits will be essential in navigating the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead in the new year. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Waking up to wonders, checking nature blunders. Got our rockets flying while the oceans are sighing. Lasers in the sky now.